Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to David at Code's Hobbies. I'm not in my lorry, I'm at home, and I thought I'd make a few videos. So, welcome back to the channel. Just been listening to Jeremy Clarkson on the radio, and do you know what? He makes a good spokesman for the farmers, because our farmers do go through some crap, don't they? If it ain't the bloody government, it's TB and the poor cows. And I didn't know, but you actually can have a infected cow go into the food chain, tuberculosis, and you think to yourself, there's got to be a better way to address this tuberculosis, and the way they test them, you got to get the measurement down to a millimetre. How the hell are you going to bleed and get it right? Well, you got a flipping cow that's trying to bounce around the room, bounce around the flipping farm, objecting to what you're doing. I mean, fancy having a needle in the top of the cow and a needle at the bottom. Oh, I don't know. These poor farmers, they do get some stick. It's not only the bleeding infections and everything else, and it's ludicrous governments and the Starmer that doesn't give a flying toss about anyone else apart from himself. Don't get me started on that wanker. Excuse my language, but I really don't like the moke. I'm very much like Jeremy Clarkson, say as it is, and I just feel Starmer's an absolute wanker. Sorry, but he is, and I think there's only one person he cares about, and that is himself and his head up his arse. Because I'm going to say it. Farmers don't need fertiliser when they've got a Starmer in the books, because he produces enough bullshit to fertilise the rest of the UK. I thought you'd like that one. Anyway, enough said, but I find Jeremy Clarkson very down to earth. But blimey, Riley, talk about going through some, excuse my language, shite. It's just one thing after another with our poor farmers. And okay, Jeremy Clarkson by trade is a TV presenter, but he's turned his hand to farming. And talk about highlight all the farmers and what they have to do and all the worries. It's been good for the British farming industry, I say that. Because, excuse my gurgling stomach, because at the end of the day, it's about bringing it to the attention to the public, isn't it? But all I'm going to say is this, that the farming industry keeps this country going. If it weren't for our farmers, we wouldn't eat. We would eat, but not in the same quantity and quality of what we're getting at the moment from the British farmers. And a big thank you to our farmers. We should all appreciate what they do, because this government doesn't help them one little bit. And then slapping the inheritance tax on it, I think it's just a kick up the arse. And that's what this government's good for, isn't it? Kicking people in the arse. Kick them in the nuts when they're down. Because all this government is just one big thug. A bully boy that thinks he can get away with doing what he likes when he likes. There's the truth about this government. I don't think anyone I know likes Starmer. Everyone hates the bloke. And I think the best thing that Jeremy Clarkson did, one of the things he did, was ban him from his pub. Well done to Jeremy. Well done, mate. Well done. Anyway, please leave a comment. Please like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next video. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.